Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears. Last time we did a whole bunch of stuff and Ellie kind of got hypnotized and turned traitor for a brief second. Now she's back in the party and we're gonna go fight another boss. So in between episodes I mucked around with my equipment, got everything figured out. Phase equipment really doesn't matter for the upcoming area, just evade if you have it. Not the evasion ring, just give him something else. Put the evasion ring on Bart, that will help him out quite a bit. We don't want him taking too much damage there. And you got the Premier shoes. Let's take a look at some of these other items that I picked up there. The long dark coat last time as a reward for fighting or doing speed against Big Joe there. Very much worthwhile getting this. It is not a piece of armor. It is a separate accessory, so you can have on an armor and the long dark coat, which makes it one of the best accessories for the remainder of the game. There's like very few that are going to be better. Super goggles, not really all that useful. What else did we pick up? I think most of the other things we got weren't accessories, but yeah, so that's pretty much how I want those two set up. You get the metal jacket, you have a metal vest, but your defense is pretty much the same, so I'll call it a draw there. That's not a big deal, unless I have another... Well, look, I have another one of those. Let's see if I can throw that on there. No, metal vest is the weaker one, so yeah, we'll just call that a draw there. You can keep the metal jacket for now. Did I not buy those other armors? I thought I bought... Yeah, the penguin coats. Sure, I was pretty sure I had some of those around here somewhere. There we go. Let's put those two on you guys there. She actually has the dervish dress, so I might as well give her that one. Not that defense really matters for gear fights, but anyway, let's take a look at the gears real quick. Weltall is set to absorb electric damage, so I don't take any damage from that. We just have a single ground on the other two since I don't have any more left. And response circuits and magnetic code, so yeah, we should be pretty good in that respect. At this point you don't have the option anymore, but if you had chosen to upgrade Weltall or Vierge, then you could have done that. The thing that you want to make sure you do for this upcoming fight is make sure Brigadier does get upgrades. I've already done this, so I didn't need to worry about it, so I didn't mention it, but make sure that you have a save file prior to being in this situation, because as soon as you're in this situation, as soon as you exit the menu here, you're thrown right into the action. You don't get a chance to heal up or do anything such as that. There's some rivalry going on here. Definitely not a fan of each other, are we? Anyway, here they come. This battle will take place in the air. This one is against Dominia in another gear. This one isn't really much to worry about. Just go physical attacks, and with unfortunately she's got quite a bit of defense, and basically this will be all that she does in this fight. She'll use an element and then she'll attack. Your normal attacks aren't going to really do all that much, but it's not a big deal since death blows are going to be where it's at. Ow! As soon as you can, hit up with Wild Smile. And on his next turn, I'll probably booster him. Maybe Ellie as well, we'll see. Unfortunately, since I didn't upgrade Phase Weltall there, he definitely doesn't have the additional fuel to warrant a booster. We'll see. This boss does not have that much HP, so I'm not all that worried about it. Though I don't want to take too much damage in this fight either, so... I haven't equipped anything to restore my HP, mainly because I didn't need it in my test run there. My Wild Smile doesn't seem to be doing all that much, still doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, you know what? I do want to hit up booster. Ow! As long as you balance the damage out instead of going straight for me. I probably should not be using Oh, there we go. We got a little more damage out of that one there. Yeah, Bart's damage is going to be quite a bit higher here. Unfortunately, Faye's not so much, especially when he gets guarded. That should be pretty close to all she wrote there. Done? No? Okay, one more. Ow. No more dodging. That's not really nice. There we go. And she flies off, and she's pretty much done with. Now... Wow, that sucked. I got way better stats last time. Got Strength Drive. I might redo that fight. In fact, you know what? I think I am going to redo that fight because I took a lot of damage and you can get way better stat gains. So I'm just going to reload my save and try again. There's a good example of, you know, random stat gains at level up. I got way better stats this time around, and I still got the Strength Drive. I'm pretty sure that's a gimme there, so I just wanted to not have crappy stat gains when it was, you know, only the one fight that I had to deal with, and only had to go back to right before it, since that's where my save was, so... Anyway, now we need to head below. Time for a rematch. This time, the person piloting Haisho, a little more effective. Yeah, it's Ramsus himself. He's in the black gear. I've got him now. My arch rival. Really? Apparently we're a rival just because he says so. No, that's the same one he's always had. What other gear? It's the only one he's ever been in. I think Ramsus has lost his bloody mind. Anyway, time to eliminate you. Okay. Anyway, start of this fight. We want to hit up boosters. This is why you want the ground there, because it reduces this damage by quite a lot. And these attacks definitely take their time. Can I... Yeah, it just jumps around a lot, so it does quite a bit of damage, so hopefully we don't take too much damage here. I want a booster with you, and I want a booster with you. Now, Miang can do pretty much what she does in every fight. She can heal, so there's one kind of way around that, and that's inflicting status effects, which is why I wanted to get Bart there to boost her so that he can go fast here. Ow. So that's going to keep Faye alive there, so hopefully it doesn't hit Ellie too much. Ow, stop that. Might have to redo this fight because, yeah, I have no way of reviving my, my stuff here. So, Wild Smile, as soon as you inflict this, Miang won't do anything else other than just restore that status. It doesn't really help his damage there, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think he's got 5,000 HP in this form. Now, Ellie has only 2 hits left before she's dead, so hopefully I get a chance to kill him before he goes after her. I'd like it if he'd go after Bart, because Bart's got all the HP, but he's not the fastest in the world, that's for sure. And Booster definitely helps with this. Yeah, so she's just going to remove the status. Now, I'm not actually going to do anything else. Don't hit Ellie, don't hit Ellie. Thank you. Don't hit Ellie, please. Thank you. Please don't hit Ellie. Thank you. There we go. That is a big help. I'm not going to use Wild Smile on him anymore because it really isn't helping all that much. It just keeps her from healing, but I think if I go all out here, I should be able to end him before he does too much damage and before she gets a good chance to heal him. Like I said, about 5,000 HP, and Miang can't heal for quite a bit if I remember correctly. Don't hit Ellie, please. Ow. Please don't hit her again. Of course you did. I'm gonna have to redo this fight. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut basically to the end of the fight since we're basically there as is. betcha he dies in the next round or two. Just show you the rest of this fight, and I'll redo it off screen so everybody. Yeah, so 750 this time. But yeah, that's why you want to kind of keep going with Wild Smile if possible. But I wanted to see if I could end him real quick here, so that's basically how this fight goes. It's how you would expect a fight against Ramsus and Miang to go. So anyway, I will reload again and hopefully get a decent amount. Now, once he does this, I should have kind of noted this out, is as soon as he does his mirror stance thing, and if you attack him after this, I'll just kind of show you what it does. You definitely don't want to do that. He will counter with Cyclone, and this does like 1,000 damage to everybody, and it hurts. So yeah, don't do that. Anyway, that's pretty much the entire strategy of this fight. As soon as he does that, start charging. I might give Ellie some healing, or maybe I'll see if I have any more Micahs. I think I actually have one more, so I can reduce the damage to her. Anyway, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I did end up equipping that healing item, the HP plus 30% there. You just use it in the special options of your gear there, and it restores 30% for, I think it's 30% of your... No, it's not 30%, it's less than that. It's a percentage of your fuel. In this case, I think it's 10%. It's 260 fuel for Ellie. Can't remember how much fuel she has total, but anyway, once you do that, you get to this point, and he has a little line of dialogue there. I just had to cut there because there's a bunch of stuff going on, so that's the reason for the cut there. And once all this happens, you take him down, which was a lot easier this time, since I wasn't worried about HP as much. Yeah, Faye gets annihilated. That's kind of cool how you get the, you know, the heads-up display there for a moment. And now for the coup de grace. Not coup de grace, coup de grace. Yeah, now for the coup de grace, Ellie unleashes air rods. Thank you. Yeah, we haven't seen this since the last time that she did that when she was on Drive. But that seems to be enough to do something to his main tank. Time to retreat before you drown. Faye, how about you? Are you gonna drown? I don't know. Yeah, he kind of answered my question. He's on life support, but he's not really there right now. This is very similar to what happened to, well, it's not really the same, but it's kind of like what happens to Cloud in Final Fantasy VII. You kind of lose your protagonist for a little while. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil other games in the process of one, but you lose your, you know, your main character there for a little bit here, which is why I gave him such crappy equipment at the start of the episode there. That was the reason for that. I didn't want anything on him or his gear that I would want for my other characters while we're fighting without him. Anyway, the hope is to go to the infirmary at the Ethos headquarters. And yeah, he just said we should take him somewhere else. Probably have a better idea. Anyway, only allowed into the main hall at the Ethos headquarters. Have to become a monk or be introduced by someone in the Ethos. Speaking of which, an Etone and a toner of sins for the Ethos are coming to the Thames. Thames, whatever. What purpose would they have? Coming here to do some type of investigation. Religious people from the Ethos who cleanse away reapers or wells that appear here in Aquivy, or however you pronounce that, I don't know. Yeah, we don't know much about Reapers or Wells at this point. That is one of the things that we'll be focusing on in the next arc of this game. Guess there's no harm in asking for help. Let's go look for them. You two go look for the E-Tone. Alrighty then, I will do that. Now, at this point in the game, we have these two, and they just told us to go look for the E-Tone without telling us where they are. Well, I'll tell you right now, they're on the deck. Fast forward through that, and specifically, we will find them in the armor ground. I need to come back here anyway, because while we're here, we're going to face off in speed against Queenie there. She's one of the higher end ones. She won't battle against you until you've, I think, beaten at least one person, but it might be all three of the ones that we fought to this point. The kid, the lady in the beer hall, and of course Mr. Joe. I don't know. What are you doing here? Oh, well, that's nice of you. Really? Resisting? What's going on over here? Human trafficking. Oh boy. That kid looks scared out of her fucking mind. You'd probably make more money. Was that a gunshot? Who in the hell are you? What are you, Irvine? No. Much better. Much better. This guy's Josiah. This is Josiah, also known as Jesse. And he just put a gun to Ellie's head. Got some gnarly scars there, buddy. Dog of Solaris. Well, yeah, kind of. A carbine rifle. Gun technique. You must be Josiah. What? He does have some weird dialect, this guy. And the girl doesn't speak, apparently. My misunderstanding. Well. Sorry about that. Ah, apparently your daughter is a mute. Yes, he is also called Josiah or Jesse. And we will learn more about this guy in, well, right now, pretty much. But also throughout this entire arc. Hasn't spoken since something happened. Not gonna say what. Well. Other kid's already 16. How is your wife? Oh, well, that's depressing. What are you doing here anyway? Gotta go shopping sometime. Unsavory business, huh? Oh, let me guess. And we get the church theme for the E-Tone. I see. Well, isn't that nice of you? Ah, there we go. We have Primera, the daughter and sister, and we have Jesse, the father, and who do we have here? We have Billy. Now, they don't really go much into detail about a lot about the names of these characters right now, and there really isn't a whole lot to it. Josiah, I'm assuming there's some kind of religious meaning in there somewhere, but, you know, he has two names, basically, and we're going to get into those two names a little later when they reveal some more information. But for now, we have Billy, and we have Jesse and Primera. What's going on? Yeah, what's wrong with that? Especially considering you carry around a shotgun. Well, it's a rifle, but... Fight, gamble, go after someone's wife again? Well, just a rumor. It's a rumor, nothing more. I'm not really like that, honestly. By the way, Ellie, you want to go get a bite to eat? Anyway, yeah, Jesse's character is pretty interesting, to say the least. He's also quite a mystery, and he remains like that for quite some time. Once we get more information about him, I'll go into a little more detail, but... Well, that's nice. He is both a priest and an Etone. So a priest, pretty obvious what that does. An Etone, as they've said, is an atoner of sins. What he does is he actually fights against those who are sinners. And we'll learn a little more about that in due time. Anyway, let's go to the Ethos headquarters after this. That is true. You think? Oh well. The pleasure is mine. Well, we should talk later, and then get into a holy war. I mean, just talk. I'm a little busy. Where have I heard that name before? Relax. Let's get moving. What an impolite fellow. You should learn how to speak more politely. How many times have we heard this in a JRPG before? There's always some character who is a brigand or something like that that has a very street kind of way of speaking. Nothing is, you know, correct in terms of grammar or pronunciation or anything like that. And then there's always someone who's super uptight who has to criticize him. Why isn't there more people that are just down the middle? Oh well. Please come by the Ethos. Alright, let's go. Okay, he's got more business to do as well. Okay, sure thing. Later. You've got to get going already. Oh, I'm sure we'll see you later. See you ladies later. Of course, he's more interested in the women than anyone else. Never changes. Nope. Well, that's good. This time we can actually leave port. Heading back to Ave. Oh yeah, gotta do that first. So, might as well do that. So we have a new destination, the Ethos headquarters. You're right. Anyway, with all of that stuff figured out, we now have full range, and we can move around now. So I'm going to head back to the armor ground, and I'm going to hopefully do battle against Queenie there and get her stuff. But that's going to have to wait till next time. So, like I said, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.